ఉంటే వాళ్ళకు కూడా ఫార్వర్డ్ చేయండి, చెప్పండి. సో అప్లై చేయని వాళ్ళు అప్లై చేయండి. Good evening everyone students. Welcome to Jatadhara Educational Technology, a free online coaching for TSRJC CET. Now I would like to invite Arun sir to start the session.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Hello students, good evening. Welcome to the session today. And today we are going to deal with an interesting topic, problems on those topics. But before that, let us understand, try to think about this. Now, we have got many sources of energy. We generate electricity by different means. Here are three: wind farm, hydropower, and thermal power plant. Can you think of any way of producing this electricity? What is the mechanism behind it? What is the common way of producing electricity in all the three cases? Think of this. We will come back to this question by the end of the session. All right, students, let's go forward. Here's the first question for today's session, students. The frequency of direct current is dash hertz: 0, 50, 60, 100. How many hertz is frequency of direct current? Direct current frequency anta? Okay, students are answering. Good. Okay, 3, Oppo says 3, Gayatri says 4. Direct your answers to my chat box, students. In the chat box, direct your answers to me. Ananta says 3, Ravi Teja says 4. Rajeshwari says 1. Okay. Yeah, I request everyone to participate, students. Participate cheyandi. Participate cheyadamlo em tappu ledu. We encourage all kind of sincere participation. Tappelina, no problem. In the నేర్చుకోవడానికి స్టూడెంట్స్ రివిజన్ లోనే నేర్చుకుంటారు. ఎగ్జామ్ లో పర్ఫామ్ చేయడానికి ఇక్కడ ఎంత బాగా నేర్చుకుంటే అక్కడ ఎంత బాగా పర్ఫామ్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే, రోహిణి says 1. Sharat Chandra says 1. Pavana says 3, 60. Direct current, students. Direct current. Alternating current కాకుండా direct current. Okay, for the first one, let me go for the key. It's 0 hertz, students. There's no actually there's no modulation at all. Frequency 0 hertz ఉంటుంది. Correct, direct current. Okay, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. మీరు బుక్ అయినా రిఫర్ చేయొచ్చు స్టూడెంట్స్. లేకున్నా ఒకసారి ఇది మొత్తం వినేసి యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్కి వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి వినొచ్చు. All right, let's go forward. When a current passes through a straight conductor, magnetic field surrounding the conductor will be shape అడుగుతున్నారు. Straight lines, parabola, closed circles, hyperbola. Straight conductor నుంచి magnetic field straight current నుంచి current pass చేస్తే around the conductor magnetic field ఏ shape లో ఉంటుంది, ఏ curve లో ఉంటుంది. Straight line ఉంటుందా, parabola ఉంటుందా, closed circles ఉంటాయా, hyperbola ఉంటుందా? Mixed response again. Gayatri says 2. Sai Teja says 1. Sharat says 3. Closed circles. Okay. Pranavi says 1. Sai Teja says 1. Okay. I want everyone to participate, students. అందరూ participate చేయండి. Answers పెట్టండి. Shlesha says 3. Okay. Jyoti says 3. Ananta is confused between 1 and 2. Okay. See, when you have a conductor, straight long conductor, they are closed circle, students, actually. ఎలా అంటే, if you direct your thumb in the direction of the current, directions in which your fingers are curled, ఆ డైరెక్షన్ లో ఫీల్డ్ లైన్స్ ఉంటాయి, మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ లైన్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఆ సర్కిల్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఆల్రైట్, స్ట్రైట్ లైన్, పారాబోలా, హైపర్బోలా ఓపెన్ లూప్స్ ఉన్నాయి, కానీ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ లైన్స్ ఎప్పుడు క్లోజ్ లూప్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఈ కేసులో సర్కిల్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఆల్రైట్, ఓకే, లెట్స్ గో ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. Within the solenoid, magnetic lines of force pass from south pole to north pole. pass from North Pole to South Pole, North to South, and South to North? Does not pass. Inside the solenoid, students, within the solenoid, magnetic lines of force, how do they pass? Do they pass from South Pole to North Pole? North Pole to South Pole? North to South, and South to North? Is it possible? So third is ruled out. Fourth is also ruled out because they do pass. Does not pass is ruled out. So it should be between 1 and 2. Think about it and answer the question, students. బుక్ రిఫర్ చేసి కూడా డయాగ్రామ్ చూసి చెప్పొచ్చు స్టూడెంట్స్ మీరు. మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాను, తప్పు వెళ్ళడం ఏం తప్పు లేదు. దట్స్ ఓకే, అబ్సల్యూట్లీ ఓకే టు గో రాంగ్. ఓకే, జ్యోతి says 1, Raishwari says 1, Sreshna says 4, does not pass. Pranavi says 2, from North Pole to South Pole. Saitija says 2, Sudeksha says 2, sir. Sharat says 2, Ananta says 1, Gayatri says 1, Oppo says 1. Let's look at the key. 1 is absolutely right, students. Solenoid, no. Within the solenoid, go from south to north, but outside the solenoid, they go from north to south. All right, they form loops. All right, correct చేసుకోండి students. That's okay, absolutely okay. ఈ చాప్టర్ కూడా కొంచెం ట్రికీ ఉంది, అందుకే కన్ఫ్యూజన్స్ is common. తప్పేం లేదు, కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి, నేర్చుకోండి. Let's go for the next one. SI unit of magnetic flux is flux అంటున్నారు. Magnetic flux, SI unit of magnetic flux is Tesla, Weber, Weber per meter, Newton. SI unit of magnetic flux. Gayatri says 2, Rajeshwari says 2, Rohini says 1, 3, Sreshna says 2, Sharat Chandra says 1, Ravi Teja says 3, Vishala says 2, sorry, Pranavi says 1, Sideksha says 2, Jyoti says 1, Sideksha again says 2, okay, Jyoti says 1, okay, Rohini wants to correct, it's 2, okay. Let's look at the key. That's absolutely right, students. 2 is absolutely right. Units లో మీరు కొంచెం రివిజన్ చేసుకుంటే గుర్తుంటాయి స్టూడెంట్స్. యూనిట్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ లో గుర్తుంటాయి. ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ సాల్వ్ చేసేటప్పుడు మనం యూనిట్స్ రాస్తాం కదా, ప్రాక్టీస్ సరిగ్గా చేస్తే గుర్తుంటాయి. ఓకే, గుర్తు పెట్టుకోవడం కొంచెం ఈజ్ ఆల్వేస్, లాజిక్ ఈజీ ఉంటుంది కానీ గుర్తు పెట్టుకోవడం కొంచెం కష్టమే ఉంటుంది అందరికి. లెట్స్ గో ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి స్టూడెంట్స్, నోట్ చేసుకోండి. మీరు నోట్ చేసుకున్నాక ఒకసారి రివైజ్ చేసుకొని మళ్ళీ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ మళ్ళీ చేయొచ్చు, ఒకసారి రివిజన్ మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చేసుకోవచ్చు. కానీ ప్రస్తుతానికి నోట్ రాంగ్ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు నోట్ చేసుకోండి. ది magnetic field is called uniform if strength and direction of magnetic field are changing, strength and direction of magnetic field are constant. Only magnetic field strength is constant. Only direction of magnetic field is constant. So what do you think is the option, students? Magnetic field ni eppudu uniform antaru. Uniform చెప్పడానికి కండిషన్స్ ఏంటి? Okay, I'm getting answers now. 2, Pranavi 2. Okay, now I'm getting consistent answers now. Under 2 చెప్తున్నారు. Saitija says 2, sir. Rohini says 4. Only direction of magnetic field is constant. Strength and direction, strength ఒకటి, డైరెక్షన్ ఒకటి, 2 ఆస్పెక్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా. ఒక వెక్టర్ కి magnetic field వెక్టర్ ఉంది. So strength direction should be changing. Strength and direction should be constant. Only magnetic field strength is constant. Only direction of the magnetic field is constant. Okay, 2. Jyoti says 1. Kalyani says 2. Sharat says 2. Rohini says 4. Almost everyone has gone right. Sideksha says 1. Uniform undali. Magnetic field should be uniform. Uniform చెప్పడానికి కండిషన్ ఏంటి? All right, let's look at the key, students. Strength and direction of the magnetic field are constant. Magnitude constant undali, direction కూడా constant undali. ఉట్టి డైరెక్షన్ లేకుంటే ఉట్టి మ్యాగ్నిట్యూడ్ కాన్స్టెంట్ ఉంటే దాన్ని కాన్స్టెంట్ వెక్టర్ అన్నారు. ఓకే, లెట్స్ గో ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. హియర్ ఇస్ అ ట్రికీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ఈఎంఐ, ఎలక్ట్రోమాగ్నెటిక్ ఇండక్షన్. మంచి ప్రాబ్లం, చూడండి అందరూ. here is a graph. Shows the relation between induced EMF phi and time t. During which time period there is no change in induced electromotive force. There is a correction, students. Induced EMF phi and time t కాదు, flux ఇంకా time t మధ్యలో గ్రాఫ్ ఉంది, ఇది flux and time t. The graph is between flux and time t. Now he is asking a time interval లో electromotive force 0 ఉంది. There is no change in electromotive force. ఆలోచించండి, ఇది ఎలా చేస్తాం మనము? Which principle do we apply? Which equation do we apply? Flux and time t, during which time period there is no change in induced electromotive force. Is it between 6 to 12 seconds? Or 2 to 6 seconds, 0 to 6 seconds, 6 to 8 seconds. చూడండి గ్రాఫ్ ఎలా వేరీ అవుతుంది. ఫస్ట్ లీనియర్ ఉంది, స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ ఉంది, మళ్ళీ కాన్స్టెంట్ ఉంది, మళ్ళీ తగ్గుతుంది, మళ్ళీ కాన్స్టెంట్ ఉంది. సో లెట్స్ సీ హౌ డు వి అటాక్ దిస్ ప్రాబ్లం. ఇక్కడ చూడండి సేమ్ గ్రాఫ్ మళ్ళీ డ్రా చేశారు. వాట్ డు వి సే? how do we get the electromotive force? Is rate of change of flux, delta phi by delta t. For very small change, d phi by dt. So negative of d phi by dt. All right. Which law is this? Students, which law is this? Oh, you're all up with the answers. For the ones who are not able to see the screen, check your system at your end, students. అందరికి కనిపిస్తుంది, మీకు కనిపించలేదంటే ఏదో ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది మీ దగ్గర. Vivo, you are not able to see the screen. You please check your issue. I mean, you might be having some issue at your end. మళ్ళీ రీజాయిన్ అవ్వండి లేకపోతే. All right. So which law is this, students? Which law are we applying? Is it Lenz's law? Is it Faraday's law? Is it Newton's law? All right. So students, so what we do now is E is equal to minus d phi by dt, which is Faraday's law. This negative sign depicts is what signifies Lenz's law. We'll come back to that later, but right now let's see for different intervals what is the E we are getting out, turning out to be. From 0 to 2 seconds, what is the slope of the line, students? Delta phi by delta t. What is the slope of the line? Slope is positive, so minus delta phi by delta t is negative. So E is negative from 0 to 2 seconds. From 2 to 6 seconds, E is constant. E is constant, which means there is no change in flux. That is why there is no flux is constant, so there is no change in E, 0. EMF is 0. Because there is no change in flux, delta phi is 0, E is 0. 6 to 8 seconds it's dropping down. తగ్గుతుంది. 6 to 8 seconds వరకు 6 to 8, 6 seconds to 8 seconds వరకు తగ్గుతుంది. సో అక్కడ నాకు నెగటివ్ ఆఫ్ డెల్టా పై బై డెల్టా టీ అది పాజిటివ్ ఉంటుంది, ఈఎంఎఫ్ పాజిటివ్ ఉంటుంది. మరి 8 to 12 seconds దగ్గర మళ్ళీ కాన్స్టెంట్ ఉంది, 5 కాన్స్టెంట్ ఉంది, ఫ్లక్స్ కాన్స్టెంట్ ఉంది. ఫ్లక్స్ కాన్స్టెంట్ ఉంటే electromotive force is 0 again. Delta phi by delta t, delta phi is 0. So delta phi by delta t is 0. So అది మళ్ళీ 0 ఉంటుంది. సో మనకి ఆన్సర్ ఏంటి? 5 does not change from 2 to 6 seconds and 8 to 12 seconds. So E will be 0 between 2 to 6 and 8 to 12. Options లో ఏమి ఇచ్చారు మనకి? 2 to 6 ఇచ్చారు, 8 to 12 ఇవ్వలేదు. So 2 to 6 is the right answer. అదే 8 to 12 కూడా ఇస్తే ఆ 2 ఆన్సర్స్ కరెక్ట్ ఉంది, మల్టీ కరెక్ట్ వస్తుంది. ఇది 2 to 6 and 8 to 12 is the interval where the flux is not changing. if the flux doesn't change, according to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, induced EMF is 0. All right. Students, can you now understand how we got the answer as 2 to 6 seconds? All right, good. Yeah. So Raviteja says 2. Yes, Gayatri says yes, sir. All right, good. I want response from every student. Good. All right, so you're all responding. Fine. Let's go for the next one, students. Match the following and select the correct option. Group A has got dynamo rule, magnetic field, electromagnet, and magnetic flux. To be matched with Group B has Gauss, Fleming's right-hand rule, Weber, microphone. For instance, I'll give you an example. Magnetic field can be matched with Gauss, right? So that way, you think of these other these other 3 options also. I've given a beginning. Ela start challenge చూపించాను. Magnetic field can be matched with Gauss. Units of magnetic field is Gauss. Okay, Vaishali says 2, Kalyani says 1, Rohini says 2. Okay. Pranavi says 2. Kathy says 2. Vivo says 1. Saitija says 2. All right. I've given a hint, students. That hint is sufficient for you to take the answer. నేను సెకండ్లీ చెప్పాను మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ గౌస్ తో రిలేట్ చేయొచ్చు మనం బికాస్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇస్ యూనిట్స్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇస్ గౌస్ అలా మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫ్లక్స్ యూనిట్స్ ఏంటి వెబర్ డైనమో రూల్ ఏంటి ఆన్ వాట్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ డస్ ఇట్ వర్క్ Fleming's right hand rule and electromagnet is found in a microphone. Yes, students, everyone is right now. Aishwarya, it's okay. Shabanya says 4. Sideksha says 2. All right. Good, students. Good. I really appreciate that you're all attempting. Attempt cheyadam chala important, students. Revision law. Attempt cheskoni tappu velte correct cheskondi. Not a problem at all. No one is here to discourage you. We are all here to encourage you, students. Let's look at the key. Okay. So 1B, 2A, 3D, 4C. Let's go for the next one, students. If a charge Q has mass M, perpendicular to the magnetic induction field B with a velocity V, then the radius of circular path of the moving charge is. ఒక చార్జ్ ని వెలాసిటీ b తో ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేశారు. ఎలా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేశారు? మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ b ఉంది, దానికి పర్పెండిక్యులర్ గా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేశారు. b ఇలా ఉంటే టువర్డ్స్ రైట్ ఉంటే ఇలా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేశారు. చార్జ్ q ఉంది, మాస్ m ఉంది. ఇది b, ఇది v అనుకోండి, లోపలికి b అనుకోండి, చార్జ్ q అండ్ మాస్ m. సో రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ ది సర్కిల్ పాత్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది? ఇది ఇలా వెళ్తుంది సర్కిల్ లో. సో రేడియస్ ఆఫ్ ది సర్కిల్ పాత్ ఇస్ గివెన్ బై mv బై qv. Okay, you all have answers ready. Fine, it's mv by qv. You're right, students. Stationers is 1, Vaishali is 1. Yeah, it's 1, students. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Your knowledge on EMI is pretty good. కొన్ని ప్లేసెస్ లో మర్చిపోతున్నారు యూనిట్స్, అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. All right, let's go for the next one. When a current carrying straight conductor of length 2 meters moves perpendicular to magnetic induction field, strength of 2 Tesla with a velocity of 10 meters per second, find EMF induced in volts. ఇప్పుడు ఏ ఫార్ములా యూజ్ చేస్తారు? I'll give you a minute, students. Take time, solve it, and get back with the answer. Okay, Rajeshwari says 4. Sharat says 4. Ruchita says 1. Gayatri says 4. Kalyani says 4. Leo says 1. 4,000. Okay. 4. Steshna says 4. Rohini says 4. Saideja says 4. Which equation, which formula have you applied, students? Which concept? Can you mention the formula, students? Type the equation, type the formula. It's very simple to type. Okay, yes, it's 40, it's 4. Here is the equation, students. We get it as E is equal to BLV sine theta, but theta is 90 degrees here, perpendicular, he said. So that becomes BLV sine 90, that is equal to BLV. B ఎంత ఇప్పుడు 2 Tesla, length is 2 meters, 2 into 2, 4, 4 into V, 10, which is 40 volts. Absolutely right, students. The ones who have answered 4, absolutely right. And the equation is also absolutely right, BLV. All right, let's go for the next one, students. The number of field lines passing through the plane of area A perpendicular to the magnetic field is called. The number of field lines passing through the plane of area A perpendicular to the magnetic field is called magnetic induction, magnetic flux density, solenoid. Gayatri says 2, Vaishali says 2, Rajeshwari says 2, okay. Rachana says 2, Kalyani says 2. Oh, 2, everyone is answering 2. Sharat says 1. All others are answering 2. Good. Let's see the answer, students. It's 2, absolutely right, students. Only one has gone wrong, but I appreciate that you're making an attempt, Sharat. Very good. Sometimes you may go wrong. Okay, anyone can go wrong. There's nothing wrong in going wrong. Correct చేసుకోండి. All right. Very good. The ones who have answered 2, excellent. All right. Let's go for the next one. Here, question on power. Electric power generated in a circuit placed in uniform magnetic field in electromagnetism is. P is I delta phi by delta T. P is equal to delta phi by I delta T. P is equal to I delta phi by delta T. P is equal to I. Good, Sharat. I appreciate. All right. Vaishali says 4. Gayatri says 3. Okay. Rachana says 4. Avita says 4. P is equal to I, power. Power cannot be just equal to current, no? So think about it. It has to be a product of current and something. P is equal to V into I, right? V into I. I is already there. Now V should also be incorporated. So think about it. 4 is wrong, students. 4 is definitely wrong. Think about it. It should be 1, 2, or 3. మీకు డైమెన్షనల్ అనాలిసిస్ కూడా ఫ్యూచర్ క్లాసెస్లో నేర్చుకున్నప్పుడు చాలా ఈజీగా ఆన్సర్ చేయొచ్చు. కానీ ప్రస్తుతానికి కాన్సెప్ట్ మీద ఆన్సర్ చేయండి. P is equal to V into I. Sharat says 3. Seshna says 3. Okay. Kalyani says 3. Good. Ruchita says 3. Vaishali says 3. Varsha says 2. Saitija says 3. Shruti says 3. Okay. Now let's look at the answer, students. You can also refer to your textbook, students. Textbook refer చేసి చెప్పండి, తప్పేం లేదు. మనం నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం. ఇక్కడ ఎంత బాగా నేర్చుకుంటే ఎగ్జామ్లో అంత బాగా పర్ఫామ్ చేస్తారు స్టూడెంట్స్. It's absolutely right. I times delta phi by delta t. All right, let's go for the next one. అది ఎలా వచ్చిందంటే I times delta phi by delta t. Delta phi by delta t is nothing but induced EMF. Negative of magnitude చూస్తే only delta phi by delta t ఉంటుంది. V into I is my power. The induced current will appear in such a direction that it opposes change in flux in the coil is which law? Which law states this? The induced current will appear in such a direction that it opposes the change in flux in the coil is Ampere's law, Ohm's law, Lenz's law, Faraday's law. Is it Ampere's law, Ohm's law? Yeah, so we are talking about induced current, students, in magnetism, electromagnetism. Okay, Jyoti says Lenz's law. All right. Teja says, Sai Teja says 3, sir. 3 is Ohm's law. Okay. Rohini says 2. Lenz's law. Okay. 2. Savitija says 2. Varsha says 2. Sharat says 2. Excellent. Ruchita says 2. Everyone is answering 2. Vaishali says 2. Sai Teja 2. Okay. Sai Teja has now answered. Shruti says 2. మీరు బుక్ కూడా రిఫర్ చేయొచ్చు స్టూడెంట్స్, తప్పు ఏం లేదు, నేర్చుకోవడానికి కదా, అది హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. Station says 2. 2, 2 and 2. Okay, I get it. All right, let's look at the answer. 2 is absolutely right, students. Lenz's law is a qualitative law, one of the finest laws. Qualitative law, chemistry లో కూడా ఇలాంటి లా వస్తుంది, లీ షాట్లియర్స్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ అని, ఫ్యూచర్ క్లాస్ లో వస్తుంది. అప్పుడు ఈ లెన్స్ లాకి దానికి లింక్ అర్థమైపోతుంది. బట్ ఇట్స్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మోస్ట్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ లాస్ విచ్ ఇస్ ఎ క్వాలిటేటివ్ లా, స్టూడెంట్స్. క్వాలిటేటివ్ లా అంటారు. ఆల్రైట్, లెట్స్ గో ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. According to the definition of Lenz's law, the induced current will appear in a direction that it opposes the change in flux in the coil. All right, let's go for the next one. Which of the following converts mechanical energy into electrical energy? Which of the following converts mechanical energy into electrical energy? Motor, battery, generator, switch. Switch is ruled out. Switch is nothing but just a connection. Motor, battery, generator. Okay, I'm having answers here. Rachna says 3, Gayatri says 1, Rohini says 3, Sharat says 3. Okay, good. Everyone is answering 3 now. Okay, Shruti says 3, Saitija says 3, Kalyani says 3, Sleshna says 3, Varsha says 3. Okay, let's look at the answer, students. Generator. Absolutely right, students. Absolutely right. Let's go for the next one. Here is another numerical. The value of magnetic flux density, which is uniform, is 2T, 2 Tesla. What is the flux passing through a surface of area 0.5 meters square perpendicular to it? Okay, area ఉంది, ఈ ఏరియా ఉంది, మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఇలా ఉందనుకుందాము, ఏరియా ఇలా ఉంది, 0.5 మీటర్ స్క్వేర్, పర్పెండిక్యులర్ టు ది మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఉంది, ఇలా క్రాస్ లేదు, అట్ అన్ యాంగిల్ కాదు, పర్పెండిక్యులర్ ఉంది. He is asking flux through this area. All right. Take few seconds. Calculation చాలా easy, students. ఇది 2 Tesla times 0.5 meter square, right? Flux అంటే ఏంటి? Field times area. Perpendicular to it. Perpendicular to the field. కానీ already perpendicular అని ఇచ్చాడు మనకి. So we don't have to think of any component or anything. Okay, Sharat says 2. You says 2. Rachana says 2. Rajeshwari says 2. 2 is 10 Weber. 10 Weber, huh? Multiply సరిగ్గా చేయండి. మీరు మల్టిప్లై సరిగ్గా చేయట్లేదు. ఈక్వేషన్ సరిగ్గా, ఐడియా సరిగ్గా వచ్చింది కానీ క్యాల్కులేషన్ సరిగ్గా పోతుంది. Gayatri says 1. Okay. Sai Charan says 2. Vaishali says 1. Shruti says 1. Now students are answering. Changing the answer. All right. Good. Vaishali says 1. Saiteja says 1. Yeah, Saiteja says 1. All right. Now everyone is answering 1. Good. Ade calculation tappayindi. Idea వచ్చింది కానీ calculation పోయింది. So two aspects of the problem. I every time tell you. Idea వచ్చింది, that's really great. కానీ calculation తప్పైతే చాలా బాధ అవుతుంది students. Let's look at the answer. 1 Weber. Here, magnetic flux density is 2 Tesla. Area is 0.5 meter square. Flux is B into A, or B is equal to flux per unit area. 2 is equal to 5 by 0.5. 5 is equal to 2 into 0.5, which is 1 Weber. 2 into 0.5, 2 into 1 by 2. Here's the next question, students. A 10 Newton force acts on a rectangular conductor of 5 centimeters long, placed perpendicular to the magnetic field. If the current in the conductor is 50 amperes, then B is what? 0.4 Tesla, 2.5 Tesla, 25 Tesla, 4 Tesla. 2018 launching students, the question. 4 Tesla, no? ఏ ఈక్వేషన్ వాడుతున్నారు ఒకసారి ఈక్వేషన్ టైప్ చేస్తారా? చాట్ బాక్స్ లో ఈక్వేషన్ టైప్ చేయండి. F is equal to what? QBB na? F is equal to, or E is equal to BIL, BBL, BLV na? Sir, equation type చేయండి students chat box లో. Which equation are you applying? All right, all right. Yes, Sharad says BIL. Exactly. Now let's see. If your idea is correct, your answer should also be right. Calculation tappelladdu. Saithya says BIL. Good. Let's look at the answer, students. It's 4 Tesla. Absolutely right. కొంతమందికి 3 వచ్చింది. క్యాల్కులేషన్ పోయినట్టు ఉంది. ఒకసారి చూడండి. Here is the solution. Using the formula F is equal to BIL, B is equal to F by IL, which is equal to 10 newtons by 50 centimeters ఇచ్చాడు. Sorry, 5 centimeters ఇచ్చాడు. So 5 into 10 power minus 2 meters into 50 amperes, which is equal to this much. 4 Tesla. All right. Calculation లో తప్పు ఏ ఉంటుంది? You have used the right equation, but you got the wrong answer. Right equation idea click కావడం చాలా గ్రేట్, కానీ calculation లో తప్పు అయితే మొత్తం ఎఫర్ట్ మొత్తం పోతుంది స్టూడెంట్స్. Let's go for the next one. The magnetic field lines near a long straight wire are of long straight wire అంటున్నాడు. ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ కూడా ఇలాంటిదే ఉంది. ఫస్ట్ ఆర్ సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్. Straight lines parallel to the wire. Straight lines perpendicular to the wire. Concentric circles centered on the wire. Radial lines originating from the wire. Good students, you will try. Good. I appreciate that. Straight lines parallel to the wire. Wire ఇలా ఉంది. కరెంట్ ఇలా వెళ్తుంది, పైకి వెళ్తుంది అనుకుందాము. థంబ్ ఇలా పెడతాను. My curled fingers will show me the direction of the current. So there will be concentric circles. Circles kada? There will be concentric circles. So concentric circles centered on the wire. Where is the center of these concentric circles? On the wire. So I'll have circles like this. Magnetic field lines should be circles. All right. So everyone is answering 3. Kalyani has answered 2. Straight lines perpendicular to the wire. Magnetic field lines are always closed loop, students. I think straight line is ruled out. Yeah, so there is 3. Everyone is answering 3. Good. Good students. Good. Absolutely right. Let's go for the next one. Which one among the following pair of physical quantities, physical quantity unit is wrong? This pair of physical quantity unit is wrong. Induced current is ampere. Magnetic flux is Weber. Magnetic flux density is Weber per meter square. Induced EMF is Tesla. Which one of this is wrong, students? Edi tappu. 3 correct unnai, 4th one tappu undi. Edadi. Any adutunnaru. Sharat says 1 is wrong. Induced current. Current is always current, na amperes kada. So 1 is right. Rohini says 3. Ravi Teja says 3. Attempt చేయండి తప్పేం లేదు తప్పేం లేదు స్టూడెంట్స్. Nothing wrong in going wrong, but you should correct yourself. Right, you're wrong. Varsha says 4. Rachana says 4. Gayatri says 4. Induced current అంటే ఫ్లక్స్ చేంజ్ వల్ల కరెంట్ ఇండ్యూస్ అవుతుంది కదా, దాన్ని కరెంట్ వస్తుంది కదా లూప్ లో, దాన్ని ఇండ్యూస్ కరెంట్ అంటారు. ఇండ్యూస్ అయిన కరెంట్ ని ఇండ్యూస్ కరెంట్ అంటారు. అదర్వైజ్ కరెంట్ ఇస్ కరెంట్. All right, let's look at the answer, students. Tesla, induced EMF is Tesla. Induced EMF అంటే ఏంటి? వోల్ట్స్ కదా EMF. అది EMF. ఇండ్యూస్ కరెంట్ అంటే కరెంటే. ఇండ్యూస్ EMF అంటే EMF. EMF యూనిట్స్ ఏంటి? వోల్ట్స్. ఇట్స్ నాట్ టెస్లా. టెస్లా యూనిట్స్ ఆఫ్ magnetic field intensity. All right, let's go for the next one. The magnetic flux through each turn of the coil increases by 0.01 Weber in 1 second. Sorry, in 0.1 seconds. The maximum induced EMF in the coil of 100 turns is. కొంచెం ట్రికీ స్టూడెంట్స్, ఐడియా రావాలి దీనికి. క్యాల్కులేషన్ మళ్ళీ జాగ్రత్త చేసుకుంటే ఆన్సర్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. యూ కెనాట్ ఇమీడియట్లీ ఆన్సర్ ద క్వశ్చన్. ఒకసారి పెన్ పేపర్ యూజ్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ గెటింగ్ ది ఆన్సర్స్. Sai Teja says 1. Vaishali says 2. VO says 2. Rachana says 2. Gayatri says 2. Okay, VO has changed the answer to 4. 2, 1. Seshna says 1. Kalyani says 2. Sideksha says 2. Varsha says 2. Let's look at the solution, students. It's 1, and let's look at the solution. Induced EMF in magnitude is N d phi by dt. So number of turns N is equal to 100. Phi change in flux is 0.01 in how much time? 0.1. So delta phi by delta t is what? 0.01 by 0.1. So I'll have equation as N d phi dt, which is equal to N is 100. Delta phi is 1 into 10 power minus 2 by delta t is 1 into 10 power minus 1. Simplify చేస్తే 10 volts వస్తుంది. ఆల్రైట్, ఈ ఐడియా రాకపోవచ్చు, బట్ ఈ ఐడియా వచ్చేస్తే చాలా మంచిది. క్యాల్కులేషన్ తప్పలేదు స్టూడెంట్స్, కేర్ఫుల్ చేయాలి. గో స్లో అండ్ గో స్ట్రాంగ్, యూ వోంట్ బి రాంగ్. క్యాల్కులేషన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు స్లో వెళ్ళండి. ఐడియా వచ్చేస్తే దట్స్ రియలీ అప్రిషియబుల్. నోట్ చేసుకోండి స్టూడెంట్స్. ఇది రాలేదంటే నోట్ చేసుకోండి, రివైజ్ చేసుకొని మళ్ళీ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్కి వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి రివైజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు మీరు. ఆల్ రైట్, లెట్స్ గో విత్ ది నెక్స్ట్ వన్. The magnetic force acting on a straight wire of length L carrying a current I kept perpendicular to the magnetic field of induction B is. Force ఎంత అని అడుగుతున్నాడు. Same equation which I have used for the problem previously. 2018 లో వచ్చింది. This should be a quick answer, students. I'll not give you more than 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Think, students. Sukanya says 3. Okay. Others are saying 2 and 1. He says L is kept perpendicular to the magnetic field. L is parallel to magnetic field ante 1 వస్తుంది students. All right, 3. Sideksha says 3. Okay. Rohit says 4. BI by L. F is equal to BIL kada students. It's BIL, absolutely right. 3 is absolutely right, Sai Teja. Sideksha, 3 is right. Others, please be careful. F is equal to BIL. ఇంతకు ముందు ప్రాబ్లం కూడా యూజ్ చేశారు మీరు. All right, let's go for the next one. Which of the following equations is correct in electromagnetism? Force, ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ దేంట్లో వస్తుంది? ఒక చార్జ్ ని వెలాసిటీతో ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేస్తే ఆ చార్జ్ మీద ఫోర్స్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది? QVB sin theta na, QV cos theta na, QV sin theta by V na, QV by B sin theta na. Gayatri says 3, good. Vivo says 3, Sreshna says 3, Jyoti says 3. Okay, let's look at the key students. 3 అయితే చెప్తున్నారు కానీ కీ చూద్దాము. ఒకవేళ తప్పేరినా కూడా స్టూడెంట్స్ డోంట్ మైండ్, ప్లీజ్ కరెక్ట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. ఆల్ రైట్, దిస్ ఆల్ ఫర్ యువర్ లెర్నింగ్. లెర్నింగ్ లో తప్పు వెళ్ళినా తప్పు ఏం లేదు. ఓకే, శరత్ says 1, Divya says 2, Rohini says 3. Okay, let's look at the answer. QVB sin theta students. టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ కూడా రిఫర్ చేయొచ్చు మీరు, దాంట్లో డయాగ్రమాటికలీ క్లియర్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్ ఉంది. All right, let's go for the next one. Whenever there is a continuous change of magnetic flux linked with a closed coil, a current is generated in coil. This is which law? Lenz's law, Ampere's law, Faraday's law, Ohm's law. Whenever there is a continuous change of magnetic flux linked with a closed coil, a current is induced in the coil. Which law is it? 4, Ohm's law. Okay. 3, Faraday's law. Sharat says 3. Rachna, Ruchita says 3. Rachna also says 3. Saitija says 3. Divya says 3. Raviteja says 3. Siddheksha says 3. Kalyani says 3. Good. Let's look at the key students. Absolutely right. 3 is absolutely right. 1 will tell you about the direction of the current, but 2 will tell you how much current is produced. All right. Ampere's law has got nothing to do with this right now. Ampere's law, that's further study, students. Ohm's law is irrelevant. All right, let's go for the next one. Ampere's law, ఇప్పుడు చెప్పి మాట్లాడలేము మనం ఈ సిచ్యువేషన్ కి, బట్ ఈ సిచ్యువేషన్ కి Faraday's law is absolutely right. Direction మనకి Lenz law తో వస్తుంది, but magnitude మనకి Faraday's law తో వస్తుంది. Minus d phi by dt. All right, let's go for the next one. A conductor of length 1 meter moving with velocity b perpendicular to the magnetic field of strength 10 Tesla induces an EMF of 10 volt. Then V is equal to dash meters per second. ఇప్పుడు కూడా ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ యూజ్ చేస్తారు మీరు. నేను ఈక్వేషన్ చెప్పాలా? మీరు టైప్ చేస్తారా? చాట్ బాక్స్ లో టైప్ చేయండి. ఏ ఈక్వేషన్ టైప్ చేస్తారు, యూజ్ చేస్తారు దీనికి? ఓకే, EMF induced is BLV students. BLV. సో ఇప్పుడు ప్లగిన్ చేయండి, వాల్యూస్ ప్లగిన్ చేయండి, మీకు వస్తుంది. Force is BIL when you have a current carrying conductor and magnetic field perpendicular to the magnetic field. But in this case, he is asking EMF induced. This is the case of motional EMF students. నేను ఈక్వేషన్ చెప్పాను, మీరు క్యాల్కులేషన్ సరిగ్గా చేసి ఆన్సర్ చెప్పాడు. Okay, I'm getting mixed response now. Sukanya says 1, Gayatri says 1, Rohini says 2, Varsha says 1, Sreshna says 3, Sukanya 1, Divya 1, Siddheksha 1, Rachana 1. Let's look at the answer. It's 3 students. Was 1 your answer or 3 the option? Please mention the option number, students. You might have got 1 meters per second, what I presume. But answer option is 3 students. Okay, Divya says 1 as answer. Okay. Yeah, be careful with that. Like we are mentioning option numbers now, so I will think you are answering as option 1. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Let's go for the next one. Here, EMF is equal to BBL. So B is equal to EMF by BL. EMF given is 10 volts. Why B magnetic field strength is 10 Tesla times 1 meter is equal to 1 meter per second. Here's the next one, students. If I naught and V naught are peak values of AC and AC EMF, alternating current and alternating current EMF for an AC generator, then their RMS values respectively are. RMS values formula in the students. This chapter is a very good foundation for the plus 2 level students. ఈ టాపిక్ చాలా స్ట్రాంగ్ ఉంటే అక్కడ చాలా బాగా చేస్తారు. మీరు ఆల్రెడీ కాన్ఫిడెంట్ ఉన్నారు. ఐ రియలీ అప్రిషియేట్. అక్కడ ఇంకా చాలా బాగా చేస్తారు స్టూడెంట్స్. నేను ఇంటర్మీడియట్ అయినప్పుడు ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ చాప్టర్ ఫర్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్మీడియట్ లెవెల్, ఫర్ ఐఐటీ మెయిన్స్ కోసం, ఎంసెట్ కోసం. కానీ మీరు ఇప్పుడే బాగా చేస్తున్నారంటే అప్పుడు ఇంకా బాగా చేస్తారు. ఎక్సలెంట్ స్టూడెంట్స్. ఈ ఫార్ములా చెప్పండి. ఆర్ఎంఎస్ వాల్యూస్ పీక్ వాల్యూ ఇచ్చారు, ఆర్ఎంఎస్ వాల్యూ చెప్పాలి. పీక్ వాల్యూ ఏమో ఐ నాట్ అండ్ వి నాట్, RMS value చెప్పాలి. Gayatri says 2. Second option. All right. Rachana says 3. Okay, let's look at the answer. I naught by root 2, V naught by root 2. All right, let's go for the next one, students. Because you also have got bio and English following this physics session. So we have to go a little faster. Adi kuda chala important, students. Prati subject important. The peak value of alternative current is 2 amperes. The RMS value is, ఇప్పుడు ఫార్ములా యూజ్ చేశారు కదా, ఆ ఫార్ములాని సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి. ఈ ఫార్ములాలో పీక్ వాల్యూ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి. I naught by root 2. I naught ఎంత ఇచ్చారు? 2 amperes. 2 by root 2 is the answer. No, previous question is a formula based question, students. That explanation will be another discussion. కానీ అది ఫార్ములా బేస్డ్ క్వశ్చన్. ఆ డెరివేషన్ ఏమో తర్వాత వస్తుంది. ప్రస్తుతానికి ఫార్ములా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఒక పీక్ వాల్యూ ఇస్తే RMS వాల్యూ ఇస్ I naught by root 2 అని. RMS value definition, derivation is detailed discussion, students. We cannot do that in the revision session. ఆ సెషన్ మనం మళ్ళీ కండక్ట్ చేసి మీరు రిక్వైర్మెంట్ బట్టి మీరు మెయిల్ చేయండి, లేకపోతే చాట్ బాక్స్ లో పెట్టండి. అప్పుడు మనం దాని స్టూడెంట్స్ డిమాండ్ చూసి ఒకసారి డిస్కషన్ పెట్టుకుందాం. ప్రస్తుతానికి లెట్స్ గో విత్ ద ఫార్ములా. All right. Okay, students are answering 1 by root 2. Kalyani says 3, Shleshna says 2. Peak value by root 2, students. Peak value ఎంత ఉంది? 2. 2 by root 2. 2 by root 2 ఎంత అవుతుంది? Oh yes, happy National Science Day, students. Ruchita, thank you. Wish you all happy National Science Day. All right, let's come back to this. 2 amperes by root 2. 2 by root 2 అంటే ఎంత? root 2. Root 2 is the answer. RMS value is nothing but peak value by root 2. 2 by root 2, which is root 2 amperes. Let's go for the next one. I'm going a little faster, students. We don't have much time. A charge Q is moving with velocity V in magnetic field of induction B. If the magnetic force acting on the charge Q is equal to QVB, then Q is moving parallel to B, Q is moving perpendicular to B, Q is moving at an angle of 45 degrees to B, Q is stationary. Force act అవుతుంది, and that is equal to QVB. Q is stationary is ruled out, students. Q is moving parallel to B is ruled out. అప్పుడు 0 ఉంటుంది force. QVB sin theta కదా. Sin theta లో theta 90 పెడితే మనకి QVB వస్తుంది. So answer is absolutely right, students. 2. Gayatri says 2. Rohini says 2. Divya 3, it's 45 degrees. మనకి sin 90 కావాలి. అక్కడ perpendicular గా వెళ్ళాలి QVB రావాలంటే. Charge should go perpendicular to the magnetic field. Magnetic field ఇలా ఉంటే charge ఇలా వెళ్ళాలి. Magnetic field ఇలా ఉంటే charge ఇలా వెళ్ళాలి, లేకపోతే ఇలా వెళ్ళాలి. ఇలా at an angle వెళ్తే మనకి కాంపోనెంట్స్ వస్తాయి. QB sin theta కదా. All right, perpendicular to B. If the force acting on a current carrying conductor inside a magnetic field F is 11B by root 2, find the angle between the plane of conductor and magnetic field intensity direction. So here he has given force. It's not 11B, students, it's ILB. F is equal to ILB by root 2. Find the angle between the plane of conductor and the magnetic field intensity direction. ILB by root 2. And sin theta is equal to 1 by root 2. Kalyani says 2, sin 60 అంటే ఎంత వస్తుంది? Sai Teja says 2, sir. Vaidi says 4, 30, sin 30. Sin 45 ఎంత స్టూడెంట్స్? 1/√2 కదా. మనకి కావాల్సింది 1/√2. ILB into sin theta. Sin theta ఎంత వస్తుంది? 1/√2 వస్తుంది. So theta should be 45. Vaidi says 3, right? Right. You have changed your answer. Good. I appreciate that. Sai Teja also has changed the answer 3. Good, students. Good. You now got the point, right? Good. Let's go for the next one. Here, students, we were talking about this situation at the beginning of the session. We get electricity from these three scenarios: wind farm, hydroelectric power, and thermal power plant. What is the common way of producing electricity in all of these three cases was the question put. In all the three cases, electricity is generated by electromagnetic induction. That is the concept of the chapter. That's the fundamental first and the most important principle involved in this chapter is electromagnetism, is electromagnetic induction. This principle is applied in all the three of the systems, in all the three of the methods to generate electricity. All right, students, we'll have a discussion on this later. మీకు కొన్ని డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, మీరు డౌట్స్ పెట్టారు. డిపెండింగ్ ఆన్ ద సిచ్యువేషన్ విల్ డిస్కస్ దోస్ డౌట్స్. కానీ ఒక ప్రాబ్లమ్ సెషన్లో మనం అన్ని డౌట్స్ క్లియర్ చేయలేము. ప్రాబ్లమ్ సెషన్లో ఫార్ములా బేస్డ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చేయగలుగుతాము, కానీ కాన్సెప్ట్ వైజ్గా మనం డీటెయిల్గా డిస్కస్ చేయలేము స్టూడెంట్స్. దట్స్ వై ఫర్ దాట్ లెట్ us have different session depending on the requirement of the students. All right. I request Madam Avanti Madam to take over, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am, for the biology session.
Yes, sir. Good evening, children. 1 minute. Okay. Good evening, children. Today we'll do environment, okay? The subject is environment. The topic is environment. Please open your textbooks, everyone. Yeah, good evening. Very good evening. Please open your textbooks, children, biology textbooks. We'll have a brief discussion on the topic. We'll go with a few MCQs and then I'll just share important topics from the lesson. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen. Sir, could you please stop your screen sharing?
Sure, please share.
Okay. Yeah, children, what is environment here? We are going to discuss about environment. Environment is nothing but the surroundings where an organism survives. So here in this topic, we need to discuss about actually what are the different organisms existing in the environment and how actually how energy will be transferred from one organism to another organism, and what is the main source of energy in an environment, and what are different groups of organisms, or how different organisms are being classified into producers, consumers, like that we'll be discussing. So before this, we'll have a brief discussion on MCQs so that I could able to present you the topic. Okay. Yeah. Here already the answer is displayed to you. Yes. So what does a food chain always starts with? See, actually, what is a food chain? See, every organism is dependent on the other organism. If you take a plant here, if you take all the organisms, all the living organisms in an environment, basically plants and animals are the living organisms. Am I right? Then here, basically, if you take the primary producers or the primary source of energy is the sunlight. And by using energy from the sunlight, here plants could able to synthesize their own food molecules by the process of photosynthesis. We know that. So in every, see, actually the flow of energy starts with producers. That is plants. So always food chain starts with producers. What is the food chain here? It is the sequence, how the energy is being transferred from one organism to another organism in an environment or in an ecosystem. We can call it as an ecosystem. So how energy is being transferred from one organism to another living organism. Here basically every food chain starts with producers. Producers means here they are preparing food for themselves and also for the entire living community or the entire living organisms. This is basic. Every food chain starts with producers. Okay, so already the answer is displayed to you. So I'll just move to the next question. Which of the following do plants not compete for? Water, food, space, all the above. As I told you, plants are the producers. They could able to synthesize their own food molecules. So which among these will not be competed by the plants? I want answer, children. Please open your textbook. Raviteja, 3, Sharat Chandra. Okay. Yes. Pranavi, yes. Divya, good, good. Yes, Gayatri, very good. Sidiksha, yes. Shruti, yes. So they will not compete for food. They will not compete for food because they are the producers. They are producing their own food molecules. So they will not compete for food because they could able to synthesize their own food molecules by the process of photosynthesis. So sun is the main source of energy here. They will compete for water, of course, and they will compete for space. Only for food, they will not compete because the source of energy is a plant here. Okay. So this is a logical question. You could able to do that. Then ban all pesticides. This means that what are pesticides here? Pesticides are nothing but the chemical compounds which kill particular insects or the pest which are damaging the crop. So control on usage of pesticides, prevention of pesticides, promote eco-friendly agricultural practices, and stop biochemical factories. So what's the answer, children, here? Open your textbooks. Open your textbooks and please check the appropriate answer. Give me the appropriate answer, okay? Yes, Shleshna, Rohini, Kalyan, Varsha. So, yeah, most of you are giving the correct answer. It is 3, children. 3 is the correct answer. What is that? It is promote eco-friendly agricultural practices. Ban all pesticides. So here, actually, pesticides are specific in killing the pest. But as they are chemicals, in long run, what is happening? Soil is getting polluted by using this kind of chemicals. So it is causing pollution to environment. So we should not use these pesticides. Instead, we can go for eco-friendly agricultural practices. Means we can use some manure, or else we can go for biopesticides like that. Okay. So instead we can ban these pesticides because in long run they are very harmful and causing pollution to our environment. So the answer is 3. Yes, most of you have given the correct answer. It is 3. 3 is the correct answer. Promote eco-friendly agricultural practices. Then according to Charles Elton, see, we were discussing about Charles Darwin yesterday. That is about heredity. Now a different scientist has come here. Charles Elton. It is given in your textbook. Carnivores are at the top of the pyramid. What is a pyramid here? Pyramid is nothing but it is how we could able to organize organisms in a ecological pyramid. If we just construct or if we just categorize all the group of organisms, we can just make a pyramid. Ecological pyramid. We call it as ecological pyramid. Energy trapping is high at the top of pyramid. No producers at the top of the pyramid, both 1 and 3. So what's the answer, children? Refer your textbook, everyone, and give me the correct answer. Yes. What's the answer, children? Are you giving me? Yeah, Shleshna 1. Very good. Yes, Rajeshwari, Kalyani. Yes. Sharachandra, it's not 4, dear. It is 1. So carnivores will be always at the top of the pyramid because carnivores these are actually the consumers. They can't synthesize their own food molecule. They are dependent on the other organisms for their food. So carnivores will be at the top of the pyramid, and at the bottom always it is a producer. So producers, and this is a consumer here. Carnivores comes under consumers. Actually, they come under secondary consumers. Primary consumers will be the herbivores. Why? Because herbivores are eating directly plant products. So they are the primary consumers. And see, herbivore is getting energy by taking a plant or a plant product. Then by eating that primary consumer, that is herbivore, carnivore is getting its energy. So always carnivores comes under, actually they comes under third trophic level, that is at the top of the pyramid. Always they will be at the top of the pyramid. So one is a correct answer, children. Okay, next. The region of the world of living thing is termed as. So it's a term. What is that term? You should answer. Biosphere, ecosystem, food chain, and food web. See, food chain, food web, we can go for odd one out because it is a sequence of flow of energy in an ecosystem. Only 1 and 2 are left. I want answer now. Rohini, Sai, Teja, Kalyani. Yeah. Yes. So it is a living entity where the life is possible. See here, if you take the complete Earth surface or the Earth crust, where the life is possible, the life possible sphere is biosphere. So it is which makes an organism to survive there. So the region of the world of living thing is termed as where a living thing can survive. That is called actually biosphere. Okay, so biosphere is the answer. Yes, very good. Most of you have given the correct answer. Very good. Happy. Then, which of the following climatic influences determines the terrestrial ecosystem? Which of the following climatic influence determines the terrestrial ecosystem? See here, what is ecosystem? Energy is being transferred from one organism to another organism, as I told you, in an environment. So this flow of energy will be happening in an environment, and there will be always interaction between living and non-living things. See, I can give you one example. For example, if you take a plant, like how you can grow a plant here, you just take a part of a plant, that may be a stem or any part of the plant, or else you can just sow a seed in the soil, and after a few days, we can see a small plantlet coming out of the soil. Then how it is possible, children? It is possible that you have to provide all the conditions required for the proper germination of the seed. Am I right? You have to provide water to that particular place where you have sown the seed, and you have to check whether a proper sunlight is falling on that particular soil, and you could able to check the nutrient content of the soil. So if you take the nutrients, and if you take the sunlight, and if you take water, what are all these comes under? These are all non-living. See, without this non-living, there is no living organism. We cannot see a plantlet coming after a few days. So always a living organism will be dependent on the non-living thing. Or else you can take ourselves. We are the best example. So if you take air, oxygen, and water, could we able to survive without these non-living things? Without air, can we survive? No, not even few minutes. And even we cannot survive with water for few hours. Okay. So if you take water and if you take this oxygen or the air, these are all non-living. That is abiotic. So always there will be interaction between biotic and abiotic factors. So that kind of interaction or interrelationship which is existing in the environment is nothing but ecosystem. So you have to give me the answer now. Which of the following climatic influences determines the terrestrial ecosystem? Terrestrial means land. We have different ecosystems: land, aquatic ecosystem, terrestrial ecosystem, aerial ecosystem. So what's the answer, children? Yeah, most of you have given. Very good. Okay, for mama. Mama, not mama. Mom. Okay. Okay. Rohini. Yes. Very good, children. Yes, it is 4. All the above. Rainfall, temperature, light from the sun. All these are required for the existence of life in terrestrial ecosystem. Yes, very good. All the above is the correct answer. Very good. Happy. Then the arrows between each item in a food chain always point from. See, this is a question from food chain. How the energy is being transferred, or how energy is moving or flowing from one organism to another organism in an ecosystem or in a food chain. So feeder to food, food to feeder, animal to animal, carnivores to herbivores. You have to think logically and give the answer, children. Yeah, I have got 3, 4. Kalyani, Divya. You should know what is food. Food means who is preparing the food. Who is the source or what are the source of the food here. Feeder. Who is feeding? Yes, 2. Very good. Sharachandra, Ruchita, Rachana, Raviteja, Varsha. Yes. Very good, Nana. Very good. Yes. Rohini, Sleshna. Yes, it is children food to feeder. Food to feeder. Okay. Yes. The answer is food to feeder. Yes. Niche. What is niche? Niche denotes ecological niche. Okay, here the word is ecological niche. Animal position in a food chain, what it eats, its mode of life, or all the above. We can take water is one niche, land is one niche. Yes. Shruti, Sharash Chandra. Yes, most of you are giving the correct answer. It is 4 children. 4 is the correct answer. All the above. Niche means nothing but it's a synonym for the habitat. Habitat means the living place where an organism survives. The place where an organism survives is called habitat. So niche means it's a synonym to the habitat. So animal position of food chain we can take, or what it eats we can take, or it's a mode of life. All comes under niche. So it's a synonym of habitat. So all the above is a correct answer, children. Very good. All the above is a correct answer. Next. Special positions within the food web in which animals fit isn't described as its. So it's a definition of what? Tropical level, trophic level, eco level, niche, and none of these. Yes. You should give the answer. You have given 2 answers, Sharat Chandra, 4 and 3. So I have to opt what's the correct answer. Haima, it's not trophic level. Trophic level means each energy level in a food chain is called trophic level. So you can remove that. Okay. And only 2 options are left for you, 2 and 3. 4 is not. Okay. It's niche, children. Niche. It's the definition of niche. Okay. So just now I told you the definition of niche. No, it is niche. Then the concept of ecological pyramid was first introduced by, very important question, children. You will be getting a 3-mark question of this in your theory part, and also in the competitive exam also this is a very important question. The concept of ecological pyramid was first developed or given by whom? Charles Elton, Slobodkin, Lindemann, and Steele. Yes. Who's that? It is given in your textbook, children. It's a direct question. You can refer your textbook for this. Yes, 1 is the correct answer. Rachana has given the correct answer. Varsha, Ruchita, Gayatri. Very good. It's 1. 1 is the correct answer. Charles Elton. See, all these 3 are odd one out. We don't have all these 3 scientists in your environment topic. Only 1 scientist is familiar to us. That is Charles Elton. You can go for odd one out here. Okay. It is Charles Elton. Yeah. First trophic level of ecological pyramid includes. Already I told you, you have to give quick answer. Producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, and tertiary consumers. Yes, Raviteja, Shruti, yes. Sai Teja, Gayatri, Sharat Chandra. Yes, you are giving the correct answer, Nana. Sleshna 2, it's not 2. Primary consumers will not come. First trophic level will be always occupied by producers. I told you earlier. Always food, the flow of energy starts with plants. So plants are the first, they comes under the first energy level. That is, first trophic level will be always occupied by producers. Okay. Then this pyramid shows the population of organisms at each trophic level in a food chain. What is that? Pyramid of biomass, pyramid of number, pyramid of Egypt, pyramid of energy. Pyramid of Egypt. Pyramid of biomass, number, and energy. There are different types of pyramids, children. Ecological pyramid is classified into different types based on the organisms, how we are placing that organisms in the pyramid, based on their weight, based on the number, that is number of organisms in an ecological pyramid or in a food chain, or based on the energy level. So these three are there. You can just go for odd one out, pyramid of Egypt. Only three are left, 1, 2, 4. From this, you can give the answer. Yes. Yes, Varsha has given the correct answer. Gayatri has given the correct answer. Saitage, it's not one, Nana. One kadu. Pyramid of biomass ante edi weight. Based on the weight. Here it is. Read the question properly. Divya has given the correct answer. Rohini has given the correct answer. It is pyramid of number. This pyramid shows the population of organisms at each trophic level. Population means the number here. Number of organisms. So it is a pyramid of number. Okay. The answer is 2. Yes. Then pyramid of number does not look like a pyramid when what's the answer? The producer is a large plant. One of the organism at each trophic level is very small, and in the parasitic food chain and all the above. What's the answer here? Yeah, I'm getting answers. Shruti, Kalyani. Yes. Gayatri, Rachana, Sai Teja, yes. Very good, very good, very good, Nana. Baistunar answers. It is 4. 4 is the correct answer, appropriate answer. Very good. So the producer will be a large plant. Large plant means this is a whole source of energy. And one of the organism at each trophic level is very small, and it is in the parasitic food chain. Yes. All the above is the correct answer. Yes. Then, among the following pesticides, which is less dangerous? See, as I told you, pesticides are always harmful, but the toxicity of that particular pesticide is not that harm. What is that? DDT, dichloro-diphenyl tetracycline, aldrin, dialdrin, and heptachlor. What's the answer? It is going in a textbook. టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లో ఉంది నాన్న, ఒకసారి రెఫర్ చేసి కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ చెప్పండి. మీరు టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ ముందు పెట్టుకొని చదువుతా ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఉందో చూస్తూ చెప్తే మీకు ఈజీగా, అంటే ఈ టాపిక్ ఇక్కడ ఉంటుంది అంటే ఇప్పుడు మేము చెప్పే ఈ ప్రతి ఒక్క ఎంసీక్యూ అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో మీరు దాన్ని బట్టి మీరు యూ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు లెర్న్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లెసన్. ఎస్, యా, ఇట్స్ డిడిటి. DDT is the correct answer. Then, flow of materials between organisms and their environment is called. Flow of materials between organisms and their environment is called cycling of materials, mineral circulation, biogeochemical cycles, and all the above. What's the answer? Yes. Chandra 3, it's not 3. Sai Teja has given the correct answer. Ravi Teja has given the correct answer. Varsha, Rohini has given the correct answer. It is all the above, children. All the above is the correct answer. So it is cycling of materials, mineral circulation, biogeochemical cycle. That is how the energy is flowing. And one state of energy is being transferred to the other state. That is from solid state to liquid to gaseous state. And again, it is coming back to its surface in the form of rain. That is, if you take a water cycle. Then cycling of the minerals from one form to another form. Mineral circulation. That is all. These are all synonyms. You can take it as synonym. It is all the above. All the above is the correct answer. Yes. Which of the following is a secondary consumer in a grassland ecosystem? So grassland, you know, grassland is a type of ecosystem. In that ecosystem, which of the following will be placed as a secondary consumer? You have to write down the food chain here. When this type of question comes in the exam, you just write a food chain so that you could able to sort out what comes first, which trophic level, first trophic level, second trophic level, third trophic level. No need to confuse here. You just form a food chain. Now everyone please write down the food chain from this grass, frog, insect, snake. So in this, what comes as a producer? grass is a producer. So first trophic level will be always a plant. We know that producer, grass. Then after that, what will be taken? Like which of the following animal or which of the following organism from the options will be taking plant product directly? Frog will take, insect will take, or snake will take. Like that, you have to sort out and give the answer. Yes. Secondary consumer will be insect. Yes. Secondary consumer will be insect. So grass is the producer. Okay. Then which of the following is a secondary consumer in a grassland ecosystem? So it will be insect. Okay. So with this, children, I'm just stopping my sharing. So these are all few topics, few MCQs from the topic. Yes. Insect is the correct answer. Very good. Happy. Then I'll just present you a topic. Please open your textbooks. I think you are with your textbooks. I'll just share the concept and I'll be telling you the important points. You just highlight in your textbook. Okay? Please highlight in your textbook. Could you see my screen? Okay, so this is our topic, children. So here in this environment, as I told you, environment is nothing but the surroundings where a living organism survives. So this environment includes different groups of organisms and how energy is being transferred from one organism to another organism. So it includes non-living things and living things. All the non-living things, we can just give a one word, that is abiotic component. And all the living things can be grouped as biotic components or the biotic factors. So biotic factors includes living organisms, that is plants, animals, microorganisms, all these comes under biotic component. And then come to abiotic, that is non-living. So non-living includes soil, water, temperature, even sunlight. All these comes under nutrients in the soil. All this comes under abiotic component. So how energy is being transferred and how this abiotic component is influencing the life in a biotic component. So we'll be learning about this in this topic. And if you take, see here, they have given the flow chart. You can just check this. See, always energy, the main source of energy in an environment comes from sunlight. Sun is a main source of energy. You know, see in your physical science, you will be learning about different radiations coming from the sun. But we, that is human body or the biotic components, we require only the visible region. So that visible VIBGR, okay, you will be learning in your physics, VIBGR. So that VIBGR contains different radiations of the light. In that, we take, or plants will be taking some radiations from the sunlight, that is photons of the sunlight. These photons contain energy molecules. And you know, you have learned about photosynthesis. So by using this energy from the photons, chlorophyll pigment will be getting excited and we can just, carbon dioxide will be reduced to carbohydrates in the process of photosynthesis. So always here energy will be, the main source of energy is the sunlight. Then from that sunlight, only 1% of energy will be taken by the plant body. Out of 100%, imagine there's 100% of energy. Out of 100% of energy, plants could able to take only 1% of energy. Remember, then from that 1% of energy, the next trophic level or the next group of organism, that is a primary consumer, will be taking 10% of energy. This is 10%, very, very, very important topic. See, here producer, from the producer, that is from a plant, primary consumer. Here we can take primary consumer as here grasshopper. So this grasshopper is getting 10% of energy from the plant. Then what is happening to that 90% of energy? That 90% of energy is used for its survival. It may be using for its respiration, or it is using for its flying in the air, or its metabolic activity. So that 90% of energy is used for its survival. And only 10% of energy will be retained with that organism. Then from the primary consumer, secondary consumer is getting its energy like a frog. Frog is eating the grasshopper, that is primary consumer. Then from that primary consumer, again 10% of energy will be given to the next trophic level. So like that always 10% of energy will be transferred to the top carnivore. So this is actually called 10% law. You have to remember this, very important in the theory exam and also in the competitive exam. So here they have given few examples. Always we should remember producers will be occupying the bottom level of the trophic, or that is the first trophic level in a pyramid or in an ecosystem. Then primary consumer, then secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, and top carnivore. What is the top carnivore here? Top carnivore means, children, here it is not eaten by any other organism. It will die itself, or because of the environmental factors, there will be death of that animal. Until and unless there will be death, or it may be exposed to any kind of harsh condition, there will be death of the organism. Until that there is no killing or hunting of that animal by the other organism. That will be always occupying the top trophic level in an ecosystem or in a food chain. That is called top carnivore. You can take here hawk, eagle. Eagle is not eaten by any other animal. Wolf, or else this you can take lion, tiger. Lion, tiger is not eaten by any other animal. Until and unless we hunt it or by other factors, it may die. So that will comes under top carnivore. And here the food chain may be restricted to 3 trophic level, 4 trophic level, or it may be 5 trophic level. In the exam, you will be asked to write a food chain having 4 trophic levels or 5 trophic levels. Like that, you may get a question. So this, see, here the first one is, here there are 5 trophic levels, then 4 trophic levels and 3 trophic levels. Okay. So like this, the question may be asked. Here they have given different ecosystems. You can just refer. And what is food web here? See, food chain, as I told you, it's a sequence of energy flow from one organism to another organism. What is a food web here? Food web is nothing but it is interconnected food chains. Here, one group of organism will be eaten by more than one group of organism. That is called food web. You can see here, this is a food web. See, it's a interconnected, it's a web. Web means network, a network of food chains. You can see here. A plant is eaten by insect. Not only this insect is eaten by frog here, it is also eaten by other insect. So like that, there will be one group of organism is not only eaten by other group, but many animals are taking that organism as its feed. That is called food web. Then ecological pyramid. So this ecological pyramid concept was given by Charles Elton. Already we discussed in 1927. Then you can see here pyramid of numbers we have. Okay, and pyramid of biomass we have. This is a pyramid of numbers that is based on the number of organisms in the each trophic level. You can see here. Then pyramid of biomass, okay, based on the weight of the organism. You can see here different pyramids. Pyramid of energy, that is how much amount of energy is being transferred from one trophic level to another trophic level. So this type of questions will be coming in your exam, children. You just you have to know which group of organism is occupying the trophic level. Then you could able to answer any question from the topic. See, as I told you, solar energy is the main source. Then producers, that is that 90% of energy, how it is losing to its environment. It will be in the form of heat also. So like this, there are important points. And effects of human activities on ecosystems, how we are destroying our ecosystem, what are the man-made causes of destroying or like how we are disturbing the ecosystem. They have given the story of Kolleru Lake. It's a very good ecosystem, but because of human activities, the biodiversity of that Kolleru Lake has been decreased nowadays. So you can just check all these. They have given biological oxygen demand. What is a BOD? What is COD? So you have to refer this. Please, they have given all these. You can just check out. Okay. And you have some activities. With this, you can just complete the topic. And mostly from this topic, children, you will be getting what are biotic component, what are abiotic, what is the food chain, what is the food web, and how energy is being transferred from one trophic level to another trophic level. Mostly these type of questions will be asked. And what are different types of pyramids based on number, based on biomass, and based on energy. Only most of the questions comes from this topic. They have given few like topics. Destruction of ecosystems. You can just check this. Okay. Okay, children. Thank you. Yeah. I hope you have understood important points from the environment. And Chandrika ma'am, you can take over. Thank you, children. Have a good day.
Thank you, madam. Yes, students, you are having a small announcement. So from March 1st, you are having pre-final exams. Right? So March 1st నుంచి మీకు pre-final exams ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి ప్రస్తుతానికి లైవ్ సెషన్స్ అనేది ఈ రోజుతో స్టాప్ చేస్తున్నాము. సో రేపటి నుంచి మీకు మళ్ళీ మీ ఎస్ఎస్సి బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ అయ్యే వరకు మీకు లైవ్ సెషన్ అనేది ఉండదు. బట్ యూట్యూబ్లో మేము ఇవి క్లాసెస్ ఏవైతే కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఆ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ అన్ని ప్రతి సబ్జెక్ట్ సపరేట్గా మేము అప్లోడ్ చేస్తాము. సో మీరు అందులో చూసి మీరు ఆ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ మళ్ళీ నేర్చుకోవచ్చు, రివైజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ప్రస్తుతానికైతే రేపటి నుంచి క్లాసెస్ ఇంకా లైవ్ సెషన్స్ అనేది లేదు. మళ్ళీ April 1st నుంచి లైవ్ సెషన్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాము. ఫర్ దట్ వి విల్ సెండ్ ది లింక్ ఆన్ March 31st. సో మీకు ముందు రోజే ఈ లైవ్ క్లాసెస్, లైవ్ ఫ్రీ కోచింగ్ అనేది ఈ క్లాసెస్ కి సంబంధించిన లింక్ అనేది March 31st రోజే పంపిస్తాము. సో అప్పటి వరకు అయితే మీకు క్లాసెస్ లేవు. మీకు ఇప్పుడు ప్రీ ఫైనల్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఇంకా బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి సో ఫస్ట్ దాని మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయండి. అండ్ ఇంకా ఎవరెవరైతే అప్లై చేయలేదో TSRJCకి, సో ప్లీజ్ అప్లై చేసుకోండి. 16th March వరకు లాస్ట్ డేట్ ఉంది, కానీ అంత లోపే మీరు మాక్సిమం అప్లై చేసుకోండి. లాస్ట్ డేట్ వరకు వెయిట్ చేయొద్దు. టోటల్లీ TSRJCలో 35 రెసిడెన్షియల్ జూనియర్ కాలేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి. 15 కాలేజెస్ వచ్చేసి బాయ్స్ కి, 20 కాలేజెస్ వచ్చి గర్ల్స్ కి ఉన్నాయి. ఇట్ ఈస్ అ వెరీ గుడ్ ఆపర్చునిటీ. సో ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ మిస్ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ. ఈ ఎగ్జామ్ ని నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేయొద్దు. ఓకే, మీరు అప్లై చేయండి. ఫస్ట్ అయితే అందరూ అప్లై చేసి రాయండి. వస్తుందా రాదా అన్నది సెకండరీ. సో మాక్సిమం వచ్చేలాగే ప్రయత్నించి మీరు అప్లై చేయండి. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ అప్లై చేసేయండి. తర్వాత మళ్ళీ మీకు కోచింగ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, April 1st నుంచి మళ్ళీ మేము కోచింగ్ ఇస్తాము. ఫ్రీ లైవ్ ఆన్లైన్ సెషన్ ఉంటుంది, ఫ్రీయే అది కూడా. సో మీరు దానికి అప్పుడు రివైజ్ చేసుకొని ఎగ్జామ్ అయితే అటెంప్ట్ చేయండి. అది వస్తుందా రాదా అనేది పక్కన పెట్టండి. తర్వాత ఎగ్జామ్ రాసాక కావాలంటే ఆలోచిద్దాం. సో ప్రతి ఒక్క స్టూడెంట్ ప్లీజ్ అప్లై. మీ అందరూ కూడా రూరల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ నుంచే ఎక్కువ మంది ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి సో అందరూ అప్లై చేయండి. ఇది మంచి ఆపర్చునిటీ. మీకు గవర్నమెంట్ కాలేజ్ నుంచే IIT ఇంకా నీట్ కి కోచింగ్ దొరుకుతుంది. సో ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళు ఈ TSRJC సెట్ ఎగ్జామ్ కి అప్లై చేసుకోండి. ప్లీజ్ నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేయొద్దు. 16th March లాస్ట్ డేట్ ఉంది, కానీ అంతవరకు వెయిట్ చేయకండి, ముందే అప్లై చేసుకోండి. ఎందుకంటే ఎగ్జామ్స్ హడావిడిలో మళ్ళీ మర్చిపోతారు. ఎవరైనా అప్లై చేయని వాళ్ళు ఉంటే ఈ సండే లోపు మాక్సిమం అందరూ అప్లై చేసుకోండి. అండ్ మీకు March 1st నుంచి ప్రీ ఫైనల్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, తర్వాత బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ కూడా ఇక కంటిన్యూ అవుతాయి. కాబట్టి ఈ నెక్స్ట్ మనకి ఈ లైవ్ సెషన్ అనేది కంటిన్యూ చెయ్యము. ఈ మంత్ నెక్స్ట్ మార్చ్లో కంటిన్యూ చెయ్యము. ఈరోజుతో లాస్ట్ క్లాస్. మళ్ళీ April 1st నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాము లైవ్ సెషన్స్. ముందు రోజే March 31st రోజే మేము మీకు లింక్ పంపిస్తాం. సో మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ కి కూడా చెప్పండి. అండ్ ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్ ఫర్ యువర్ ప్రీ ఫైనల్ అండ్ గవర్నమెంట్ బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్. అండ్ I would like to invite Arun sir to speak.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Students, ఒకసారి ఎంతమంది అప్లై చేశారు అడగొచ్చా? స్టూడెంట్స్ మీరు అప్లై చేశారంటే థమ్స్ అప్ అని పెట్టండి, ఎస్ అని టైప్ చేయండి. అప్లై చేయలేదంటే నో అని టైప్ చేయండి. సార్ అప్లై చేశారా లేదా మీరు మాకు తెలిస్తే ఒక ఐడియా ఉంటుంది. చేశారు. రవితేజ has applied, very good. Rohini has applied, good. Okay, Gayatri has applied, Archana has applied, Ruchita has not applied. Okay, ఓకే. శృతి చేయలేదు, వర్ష చేయలేదు. చూడు, పొటెన్షియల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారు, మీరు అందరు పొటెన్షియల్ స్టూడెంట్స్. మీకు ఇలాంటి కాలేజెస్ చాలా డిజర్వ్ చేస్తారు. ఇలాంటి కాలేజెస్లో మీరు వెళ్ళాలి, మీ కెరియర్ మేక్ అవుతుంది, చాలా మంచి కెరియర్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. కెరియర్ డిసిజన్ తీసుకోవడానికి ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ డిసిజన్ స్టూడెంట్స్. March 16 లాస్ట్ డేట్, కానీ March 16th అని March 15th వరకు వెయిట్ చేయకండి. అది 2-3 days టైం పడుతుంది ప్రాసెస్కి. బోనఫైడ్ కావాల్సి వస్తుంది. దాంట్లో మీరు స్కూల్ బిజీ ఉంటారు, స్కూల్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ బిజీ ఉంటారు, అప్పుడు అక్కడ టైం డిలే అవ్వచ్చు. అందుకే ఇప్పుడే ప్రీ ఫైనల్స్లోనే చేసేయండి. ఏదైనా ప్రాసెస్లో ఏదైనా క్వెరీస్ ఉంటే మాకు మెసేజ్ చేయండి, వీల్ హెల్ప్ యూ అవుట్ ఇన్ దట్. ఎలా చేయాలి, ఈ ప్రాసెస్ ఎలా చేయాలి అన్ని హెల్ప్ చేస్తాము, విల్ గైడ్ యూ. ఇంకా TSRJCకి ఇంకా కోచింగ్ కూడా ఉంది కదా April 1st నుంచి. అది అప్పుడు SSC కోచింగ్ ఉండదు, యుల్ హ్యావ్ SSC రివిజన్ ఉండదు, యుల్ హ్యావ్ ఓన్లీ కోచింగ్ ఫర్ TSRJC. అది అడ్వాంటేజ్ తీసుకుందాము. విల్ గో ఫర్ అ వెల్ ప్రిపేర్డ్ అటాక్ ఫర్ ది ఎగ్జామ్ కి మంచిగా అటాక్ చేద్దాం. వస్తుందా రాదా, యాజ్ మేడం సెడ్, ఈజ్ మెటీరియల్, కానీ మనం వెల్ ప్రిపేర్డ్ గా అటాక్ చేద్దాం. మీకు తెలిసిందో తెలీదో కానీ ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఎగ్జామ్ సెంటర్స్ ఉంటాయి, స్కూల్స్ మీ సెంటర్స్ ఉంటాయి ఎగ్జామ్స్ కి, ఇంటర్మీడియట్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ కి, అన్ని ఎగ్జామ్స్. సో ఆల్ HMs విల్ బి బిజీ, అందరు బిజీ ఉంటారు. సో వీఆర్ హియర్ టు రిమైండ్ యూ, వీఆర్ హియర్ టు గైడ్ యూ. సో వీ టేక్ ద అడ్వాంటేజ్ తీసుకొని. ఇప్పుడు స్కూల్లో అందరు బిజీ ఉంటారు స్టూడెంట్స్. ఇంకా చాలా మందికి TSRJC గురించి ఎంత బాగుంది అనేది తెలియదు. ఇంకా దే మే నాట్ బి ఏబుల్ టు రిమైండ్ యూ. ఫ్యాకల్టీస్, టీచర్స్, HMs వాళ్ళు రిమైండ్ చేయలేరు మీకు. బట్ హియర్ వీఆర్ హియర్ టు రిమైండ్ యూ. ఆల్ రైట్. సో ఇంకా ఏంటంటే స్టూడెంట్స్, మీకు తెలిసిందో తెలియదు కానీ కార్పొరేట్ కాలేజెస్ కంటే TSRJC కాలేజ్ చాలా బెటర్ ఉంటాయి. ఫ్రీ ఆఫ్ కాస్ట్ మీకు సేమ్ ఈక్వలెంట్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ కాంపిటీషన్, ఈక్వలెంట్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ ప్రిపరేషన్ దొరుకుతుంది. అది ఆపర్చునిటీ లూజ్ చేసుకోవద్దు. 35 కాలేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో లెట్స్ ట్రై అవర్ బెస్ట్. ఎగ్జామ్ ని సిన్సియర్ అటెంప్ట్ చేయండి, అండ్ వీఆర్ హియర్ టు గైడ్ యూ త్రూ అవుట్ ద ప్రాసెస్. థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Just a second, sir. Thank you so much. Yes,
Please,
children, I would just like to again tell you about our classes. And any time you had missed any class, please go to our YouTube channel, subscribe it, and then you can recollect whatever it has already been done. Tell about our classes to your friends, and so that you know those who have not joined so far, they can join them on 1st April, because again we will start the class during April 1st, isn't it? See, children, I am from Chennai. So in our place, 10th standard board exams is already being started. Okay, so for you, only now it is going to start. So, you know, the students have already started preparing what they should do next, what entrance exam they have to do, and all that they are right now they are deciding during the course. So like that, you all should decide. And you all have, you know, entered into this TSRJC coaching classes, which is being provided to you, you know, at free of cost by our JET. So please make use of it. Plan well. Those who have not applied still, please do apply it as early as possible. As Arun sir said, you know, even in your school, the principals and all others, they will be very busy. So that time they cannot provide you bona fide or whatever is the requirement. So as early as possible, please apply. Don't forget about the other things. First thing, you apply and do your best. If you are going to really do well, definitely you all will be rewarded. You will get it. And it's all an excellent thing that the government is doing to children like you. And of course, we are going to give you a back support by providing you the free coaching. All right, children. So don't forget, please tell about our classes to your friends and give them our WhatsApp number 9642215227, so that let them message us in that. Whatever is their inquiry, we'll definitely get back to them. During these days, we will post whatever is a possible thing in our YouTube channel. So you can, the classes, you can just get it from our YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe Jatadhara Educational Technology. All the very best for your exams. Please do well. And please be very sincere in your efforts. All right. Thank you so much, children, and all the best. We'll again meet during 1st of April. Yes, Chandrika, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, everyone, students, and all the best for your exams. Don't forget about the online coaching, which will start again from April 1st. We will be uploading the videos also in the YouTube channel. Please subscribe our channel, Jatadhara Educational Technology. Bye everyone.